so I'm going to film another WOW video for you. This is a continuation of the last one, which was part 284C3K27. Is this one? The last one's 26. So you just change the number to 26 and you'll find it. So line 22f1fa19c3k27. You want to look at some of the earlier videos because they're all kind of tying in together, and we're doing a cross-reference now. Chargeless particle mass Higgs Graviton Wow Seti. So there's the alien radio signal. October 23rd was when I did some of the research for this video, and today's November 19th, 2012 is when I'm filming it. So I'm researching chargeless particles from previous keywords and data from the video line 22f1fa19c3k27. And also 26. I forgot to put 26 there, sorry. Well, actually, it's probably later on. I'm going backtracking here. So the Graviton is theorized as a weightless, chargeless particle with a spin of 2 units, and the quantum assumption is that these particles are fermions and move independently. The Graviton by Wakelam, Frontier Perspectives, and that's from www.thefreedictionary.com. So I'm going to Google Graviton, see what comes up. Quote from Wiki. In physics, the graviton is a hypothetical elementary particle that mediates the force of gravitation in the framework of quantum field theory. If it exists, the gravitron is expected to be massless because the gravitational force appears to have unlimited range and must be a spin 2 boson. The spin follows from the fact that the source of gravitation is the stress energy tensor, a second-rank tensor compared to electromagnetism's spin 1 photon, the source of which is the 4-current first-rank tensor. Additionally, it can be shown that any massless spin 2 field would give rise to a force indistinguishable from gravitation because a massless spin 2 field must couple to interact with the stress energy tensor in the same way that the gravitational field does. This result suggests that if a massless spin 2 particle is discovered, it must be the gravitron, so that the only experimental verification needed for the graviton may simply be the discovery of a massless spin 2 particle. October 23, 2012. Formula from data. Graviton, massless force, unlimited range, spin 2 boson, street energy tensor, electromagnetism, spin 1 photon, left over from CERN's Higgs boson experiment, June 2012. And here's a nice little graph here for you. Energy density, energy flux, shear stress, pressure, momentum flux, and momentum density. Quote from Wiki. The stress energy tensor, sometimes stress energy momentum tensor, is a tensor quantity in physics that describes the density and flux of energy and momentum in spacetime. Generalizing the stress tensor of Newtonian physics, it is an attribute of matter, radiation, and non-gravitational force fields. So the definition is the stress energy tensor involves the use of superscripted variables, which are not exponents. See tensor index notation and Einstein summation notation. If Cartesian coordinates in SI units are used, then the components of the position 4 vector are given by xo equals t, x1 equals x, x2 equals y, and x3 equals z, where t is time in seconds and x, y, and z are distances in meters. So my formula idea continues. 4 current, 4 lepton quarks come to mind. First rank tensor, massless, spin 2 field, Higgs field, rise force from gravitation, add gravity or mass, massless spin 2 field, Higgs field, couple interact, stress energy tensor to equal gravitational field at time of experiment. Massless spin 2 particles, discovered graviton verification, massless spin 2 particles. My thoughts continue. Find the massless spin 2 particle in the standard model formulas, run it through the Higgs field to create this graviton. So I'm going to Google massless spin 2 particle in the next video to see what I find. Thank you for watching. I'll go on to the next video now.